Bonjour, hello, greetings from the Guild of Carillonneurs in North America. I am Carol Ann Taylor, a board member and the WCF Delegate Chair. I am pleased to share with you the accomplishments of the GCNA over the last 4 years. Our congresses provide time for education, conversation, and socializing, as well as hearing the adjudicated examination recitals. Successful candidates who have earned the title Carillonneur member are included with each Congress. The 74th Congress was held at Yale University with the theme 50 for the 50th. 50 new works commissioned for the 50th anniversary of the Yale Memorial Carillon, with 40 composers from different musical fields. In 2017, we traveled to Marymount, Ohio for our 75th Congress. We gathered in Springfield, Illinois for our 76th Congress. An evening of fireworks and the Carillon concluded the Congress. Our 77th Congress, held at Bok Tower Gardens, was dedicated to Milford Meyer. The beauty of the gardens and the sounds of the bells were refreshing, along with the rain showers that had us running for shelter. With the unfortunate canceling of the 2020 Congress at Longwood Gardens, alternate plans were made to continue the work of the Guild. For our exam process, Carillonneur members listened to the 7 candidate recordings and voted online to affirm their successful recitals. In place of meeting in person, the GCNA offered a series of webinars. These recorded webinars can be accessed through our members-only portal. We revamped our online presence, refreshed our logo, increased posts on Facebook, and updated our website with many new features. We launched bi-monthly e-newsletters to an audience of approximately 400 members, published semi-annual editions of Carillon News and volumes 66 through 69 of the Bulletin. We have also digitized and cataloged historic Carillon collections and recordings for the GCNA archives. We currently have 454 titles available as PDF digital downloads. Please note that the digital downloads contain PDF in the title. Our new 2021 releases, including the Warner and Franco winners, will be available soon. We adopted virtual board meetings, voting online, and hosted our virtual webinar series, social hours, and new member sessions. Our grants, commissions, and composition competitions continue to grow and expand, making significant contributions to the Carillon art. Since 2017, the Ronald Barnes Grant has dispersed over $45,000 in funds for creative projects in the North American Carillon community, involving academic research, Carillon performance, composition, arranging, writing, public education, and bell founding technology. The 2 most recent Franco composition contests have resulted in a stunning variety of music from all over the world. The 2021 contest received a record 58 submissions. The most recent commissions and prizes are being premiered virtually at the GCNA Congress. Here is a list of our recent commissions, which highlight our mission to broaden Carillon repertoire by commissioning a diverse group of composers. The new Sally Slade Warner Arrangements and Transcriptions competition is named in honor of Sally, who arranged many songs and pieces for Carillon with style, wit, and elegance. The jury was overwhelmed with 84 entries. The second Warner competition will be held this fall. Here's a glimpse of many new and restored North American carillons. The Salisbury University Brown and Church Carillon, 48 bells at concert pitch. The University of Washington, Seattle, a new 47-bell carillon on top of Kane Hall's ventilation shaft. The North Carolina State University Memorial Bell Tower, also known as the Legend in Stone, a 55-bell carillon with the renovated tower, scheduled to be dedicated on May 14th, 2021. The new Durfee High School building, opening this fall, will include a 23-bell carillon. In 2018, the Sunderland Bell Foundry removed the 14 historic bells from the old building and cast 9 new bells. At Indiana University, the Music Annex Carillon bells were removed for repairs, and a new console will be provided by Sunderland Bell Foundry. The expected date of return is spring 2021. The Andrew W. Crawford Memorial Carillon, Formerly, the Chime Master Millennium Traveling Carillon rests beside the main entrance of the Venice Performing Arts Center on the campus of Venice High School. 3 new bells were cast by iSpouts for the Netherlands Carillon. Their original 50 bells have been removed for cleaning. The bells are due to arrive back in the United States in 2021. Currently, the tower is undergoing a complete restoration by the National Park Service. Thank you to all who contributed to the making of this presentation. Peace and health to you. May the art of the carillon continue to enrich the lives of all who hear the sounds of the bells. See you in Utrecht in 2023.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I am Ulrich Seidel, President of the German Carrion Association. We worked successfully over the past 4 years and the number of members is increasing. Most of us are from Germany, of course, but also members from Denmark and the USA. It is gratifying that some younger carrion players and friends of bell music joined us. But we also suffered heavy losses. In 2018, our founding member Wilhelm Ritter died. He had led our carrion workshops in Hanover for almost 20 years. He was a friend, advisor, teacher and a great carrioner. We owe him a lot. Also in 2018, Sister Lore Wartenberg from Hanover died. She played the carrion there with devotion for over 50 years. Eberhard Köther from Norderstedt died at the beginning of 2019. It was thanks to him that the carrion in the Christianskirche Hamburg, the oldest carrion in Germany, was able to be played again and continues to be heard regularly to this day. Our redesigned website was launched at the beginning of 2019. Since then, interested parties have not only been able to find out facts about the carrions in Germany, but also find out about future concerts. Informations with text and images are provided for every existing carrion in Germany. The reach of our website increased from around 3,500 visitors in 2017 to almost 37,000 in 2020. We revised our general rules 4 years ago and our board now consists of 5 people. The latest project is a proposal to include bells, bell ringing and bell music on the national list of intangible cultural heritage, which we are making together with the advisory committee of the German Bell System, the Catholic German Bishops' Conference and the Evangelical Church in Germany, as well as the Gescher Bell Museum. The collection of carrion compositions and arrangements by Wilhelm Bender, published in 2008, has been out of print for some time. We are working on a new edition, which will be completed this year and which can then also be ordered over the internet. Since the beginning of 2021, there have also been stamps with the logo of the German Carrion Association, which are used for our official letters. Some carrions celebrated anniversaries in recent years with several and awesome events. In 2018, the Chemnitz Carrion celebrated the 40th anniversary. In 2019, the Kiel Carrion celebrated his 20th anniversary. Carrion and percussion, Karl Keldermans and Coralie Common, as well as a symphony orchestra with the Bronson piano by Anna Maria Riverte and Kuhn van Asche have played there. To the 40th anniversary of the Erfurt Carrion in October 2019, the first Erfurt Carrioneur, Martin Stephan, played his program from 40 years ago again, and also a modern composition by the Weimar composer Karl Dietrich, which he had dedicated to Martin Stephan. The 50th anniversary of the moon landing was the reason to organize a gala concert in Berlin Parochialkirche, in which our member Gunther Strothmann was involved. Many German carrioneurs maintain and live international relationships. They invite players from abroad to concerts, for example from Russia, Poland, Lithuania, the Netherlands, Belgium, France, Denmark, Spain, Canada and the USA. Concerts are held regularly at most carrion locations, even in the current situation, because music, including bell music, offers people a piece of culture and normality in everyday life. We wish all carrioneurs all the best for their concerts, the best of health and continued friendly cooperation across national borders.
Bonjour mesdames, bonjour messieurs. Actuellement président de la Guilde des carillonneurs de France, j'ai le plaisir de vous présenter sa situation actuelle et ses dernières initiatives. Nous avons toujours nos 3 rendez-vous dans l'année, 3 rendez-vous importants. Le Congrès national, qui se tient toujours dans une ville possédant un carillon ou projetant l'achat d'un carillon. Ce congrès a été maintenu en 2020 à Blois. Le deuxième rendez-vous, ce sont les Journées nationales du carillon qui se tiennent à la mi-octobre et qui permettent de sensibiliser d'une autre façon le public et la presse et de synchroniser les actions des carillonneurs et des associations autour de ces carillons. Notre examen national est notre 3e rendez-vous. Cet examen national qui se tient à la fin du mois de juin, qui est ouvert à tout carillonneur, français ou étranger. Seule la session 2020 a été reportée pour les raisons que vous devinez. Dans le domaine de la recherche, le bulletin L'Art campanaire a permis de publier une étude de l'impact des antennes relais installées dans les clochers, leur impact sur la santé des visiteurs, des carillonneurs et du personnel qui entretient les carillons. Enfin, la Guilde a obtenu la reconnaissance de la pratique du carillon dans le patrimoine culturel immatériel de France. Maintenant, dans le domaine de la communication, le site internet de la Guilde vient d'être entièrement renouvelé et son complément indispensable, l'Art campanaire, le bulletin L'Art campanaire, est toujours publié 3 fois par an et sa présentation s'est nettement améliorée et l'impression en couleur le rend plus attractif, non pas tant pour les carillonneurs eux-mêmes, mais pour les lecteurs qui peuvent ne pas être des spécialistes du carillon. Dans les relations avec l'extérieur, nous constatons aussi une évolution favorable non seulement du nombre d'adhérents de la Guilde, nous étions 151 l'année dernière, mais aussi du nombre de villes qui nous soutiennent, qui étaient 28 l'année dernière. Maintenant, les projets, nous continuons de préparer l'édition et la vente de partitions qui se pratiquaient il y a longtemps, que nous reprenons. Nous nous préparons à mettre le catalogue de ces partitions sur le nouveau site internet. À l'initiative de la Guilde, plutôt grâce à son impulsion, des éditeurs publieront aussi des œuvres de Gabriel Maguieri, Loïc Mallier et Philippe Quattrocolo. Des projets seront aussi soutenus et diffusés par la Guilde, même si elle n'en est pas l'instigatrice. Par exemple, le concours de composition pour carillon de Perpignan en 2018, le Festival international de Perpignan. Il y a plusieurs festivals en France, Perpignan, Carillon de Flandre, de Bourgogne, on ne va pas faire la liste complète, mais ce sont autant d'actions menées par les équipes locales et qui sont soutenues par la Guilde. Ajoutons l'expansion du nadalette, cette sonnerie traditionnelle à l'approche de Noël, essentiellement dans le sud de la France. C'est une tradition qui avait été, on peut dire, sauvée par le carillonneur de Castres. Maintenant, les nouveaux carillons. Nous avons des projets de restauration et de construction en France qui sont, là non plus, ne sont pas à l'initiative de la Guilde, mais qui sont suivis, encouragés par la Guilde. Nous avons des projets de restauration des carillons de Arbois, Gourdon et Carvin. Le carillon de Fort-Calquier et celui de Bergues viennent d'être reconstruits totalement. On commence la restauration du beffroi et du carillon de Béthune. Voilà donc des travaux qui avancent sur le patrimoine existant, le patrimoine des carillons. Voilà un bref aperçu de la vie des carillons en France et de leurs carillonneurs. Et là-dessus, je vous souhaite un fructueux et amical congrès mondial et vous salue.
Good day and welcome to Australia. My name is Isaac Wong, member of the Executive Committee of the Carilion Society of Australia. On behalf of our President Lynn Fuller and our Secretary Peter Bray, I welcome you to the playing chamber of the newest Carilion in the Southern Hemisphere, here in the War Memorial Carilion in the regional city of Bathurst in New South Wales. Joining the Carilions in Sydney and in Canberra, we now have 3 Carilions in Australia, forming an almost perfect geographical triangle, about 3 hours drive from each other. This Carilion has an interesting history despite being new. 47 bells were installed in 1933 by Taylor, which comes with a pneumatic keyboard, which soon proved to be rather useless, and attempts to play music via a mechanism attached to a synthesizer also produced unsatisfactory sounds. Finally, last year, in 2020, after 87 years on and off of campaigns and fundraising, Taylor finally came back to finish the work and installed for us this playing console, which was inaugurated in March 2021 in an extended recital which nearly all of Australia's Carilionists participated. We will all gather again in May to play for the Festival of Bells, which Bathurst has plans to make into an annual event. The festival is a rather unique one. Directly across the street from the War Memorial Tower where I am at the moment is the All Saints Anglican Cathedral Bell Tower, which has a peal of 8 bells. 5,000 people have expressed interest to attend the event, in which both towers will entertain the public over 3 days. 5,000 people. This is a city that has a population of 37,000. The instrument is still being fine-tuned by Taylor, so I shall not play any piece from this keyboard for the presentation. But here is the bottom octave of this brand new Carilion that sings with the sound of Taylor's golden era of the 1930s. The year 2020 was also the golden jubilee of National Carilion of Canberra. Taylor was engaged to make enhancement to the instrument for the occasion, and a year's worth of events has been planned. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen reasons, our 2020 celebration had to be postponed until a date yet to be announced. We hope perhaps by the time we will be able to welcome colleagues from overseas to join our party. In other news from our guild since the last Congress, Peter Bray, our secretary, represented Australia to compete in the Queen Fabiola contest in Mechelen in 2019. He was the 2nd Australian to take part in the prestigious competition, after Thomas Lau, who competed 5 years before. Both Thomas and Peter made it to the final 5 candidates in the competition, proving a tiny guild like ours is capable of nurturing talents for the next generations. As for Sydney, I will be playing for you the guild concert from the Sydney University Carilion. And let me show you our oldest Carilion, which turns 93 this year, and the beautiful sound it makes. Thanks very much.